Right here on this beautiful afternoon, we have Scott Holmes' team, the Gators, facing off against current absent captain Colton Jang's team, the Fireballs. And we begin. Oh, that was cool.
Sophie Lexon with the ball. Thank you, Rory.
Beautiful Rory Noon over there.
Sophie with an intercepted pass by Scott Holmes, who is dribbling down the field. No goal. A save by Jeff Leftcourt with a long pass. Barely saved by Sophie Lexon, who gives the ball to Trevor Martin, but the shot is saved by Brendan Stryker, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Joshua Grupa. Colin Bennett passes the ball to Nick Lepresti, given to his teammate Sophie Lexon, with a pass down the middle, cut short by Michael Bozet. Ball is picked up by Scott Holmes, who is dribbling down the court, defended by Sophie Lexon, but he makes it away around her, steps in the arc, no goal. Sophie Lexon to Trevor Martin, trying to dribble around Michael Bozet, and he loses the ball. Bozet picks it up with a steal. And a save by Jeff Leftcourt.
Beautiful catch save by
Gives the ball to Sophie Lexon.
Beautiful. Much like
this game is scoreless so far. Sophie with a pass to Nick Lepresti on the wing, lines up and takes a shot, but it's an easy save for the goalie, Brendan Stryker.
Another 100% game for Brendan Stryker.
Scott Holmes with the ball now.
Clearly the
MVP
you should be on
the
team.
field. You should be on the field.
Get in there, Sherry.
Jared, do you have the rag? Yeah. Make sure you use it when you can. Josh Grupa with a pass, intercepted by Colin Bennett, who dribbles down with a long pass, intercepted by Scott Holmes. Scott with a pass up to Alex Merle, makes his way around Trevor Martin for the first goal of the game, scored by Alex Merle on goalie Jeff Leftcourt, making the score 1-0 Gators. Leftcourt passes to Trevor Martin, who's dribbling down the field, passes to his teammate Colin Bennett, with a long pass off to the side to Sophie Lexon, stolen by Scott Holmes. Holmes dribbles down the field, and it's wide. A missed shot by Scott Holmes. And Jeff with a pass out to Colin Bennett. Colin passes the ball to teammate Nick Lepresti, who passes back to Sophie Lexon in the middle. She's coming around, she's got an open shot, and Brendan Stryker with a fantastic save off the foot. The rebound is recovered by Josh Grupa, who passes back to the goalie, who passes to Scott Holmes, who is taking his time with the ball and is now dribbling up the court, ready for his next offensive attack. A pass to Michael Bozet, he's got an open shot on the wing, and a nice save by Jeff Leftcourt. Barely manages to get the ball over his head, and it's off the top crossbar.
The goalies are so good this year.
Yeah. Trevor Martin makes his way around Alex Merle, dribbling the ball, defended by Scott Holmes. Hands it off to Sophie Lexon, who's coming up on the left wing now, looking for an opening in the Gators defense. Tries to make her way around Scott Holmes, gives to Nick Lepresti, but the pass is intercepted by Josh Grupa, who has a fast break of his own, and he's getting ready for the shot. But Jeff Leftcourt, the goalie, comes out and he makes a nice save with great technique. That's what you expect out of a varsity soccer goalie. Bennett tries to pass to Alex Merle, who barely manages to keep his hit down pass from going out of bounds, but it's recovered by the Fireballs, and Sophie Lexon barely misses a shot against the goalie Brendan Stryker, who is shutting down the Fireballs. That was a brilliant save.
Guys, that was a great attempt.
Those are the kind of plays the Fireballs are going to need. Scott Holmes dribbling the ball, gives it to teammate Alex Merle, who is looking for a pass, and he finds Josh Grupa open in the middle. Tosses the ball over to Scott Holmes. But this Fireballs defense is doing wonders at keeping the Gators at bay. Holmes back with the ball after Bozet gave him the ball. And the goal is scored as called by the arc ref Newton Kwan. Leftcourt passes the ball to Trevor Martin, who makes his way around the defense of Alex Merle, leads a pass, but it's just barely stolen by Scott Holmes. A near flawless play by Trevor Martin. And the ball is passed from Jeff Josh Grupa passes the ball to Scott Holmes, who does not manage to score. The bounce is high and it's off the top crossbar. Left court with a long pass out to Colin Bennett. Stays in bounds and gives the ball to Sophie Lexon, who is now taking her time. Gives the ball to Nick Lepresti. Defended by Alex Merle. And finds Sophie, who strips the ball from her teammate and almost manages to lose the ball behind herself. Gives the ball to Trevor Martin. And with a bounce shot, scores the first point for the infamous Fireballs, who are not leading 10-0, Rory.
5 minutes!
The score is 1-2 Gators. Scott Holmes with the ball now.
Hey guys, Joe, stop me whenever you want to. Any position, okay.
Scott Holmes hands the ball off to Josh Grupa, who is looking for another pass and finds Holmes again. A screen set by Alex Merle gives Scott Holmes the opening and the goal. An almost intercepted pass. Sophie Lexon hands off the ball to Trevor Martin, who is dribbling down the field. The Gators have had many more shots, but this game is still very close. Sophie Lexon almost manages to recover a pass, but it's intercepted. Trevor Martin. The ball intercepted by Alex Merle, who gives the ball to Michael Bazet. And almost a save by Jeff Leftcourt, but even after the rebound, the ball finds its way into the back of the net for a Gators goal. Score is 4-1. Nick Lepresti gets a great pass from his teammate Trevor Martin and hands the ball off to Colin Bennett on the side. Nick Lepresti on the wing tries to bounce in a shot, but it's high. He underestimated the bounce of the ball, but it shows promise.
Big Jeff Leftcourt coming out of goal. Testing his offensive skills for the first time this year.
Sophie Lexon is going into goal for the Fireballs, and Jeff Leftcourt is out on the field now, going to try to give the Fireballs a little more defensive edge. Scott Holmes with the ball now. Use that rag if they're just walking around like this. That's the time to do it.
I don't know, it's still early in the game. I was going to serve there. It's going to be a long game.
Scott, can I steal one of your waters?
Scott passes to, I don't know who that is. Scott, who is that? Scott.
What? Nick. His name is Nick Oberon.
He's not signed up. No, he's not. And Jeff Leftcourt tries to recover a ball in the arc, awarding a free pass to the Gators. Scott, a backwards pass to Josh Grupa, gives the ball back to Scott Holmes. Holmes to Mitchell Maisel on the wing. Yeah, that's 4 steps.
Are you allowed to take 4 steps?
No,
Isn't it 3? Yeah.
it's 3 steps. 4 steps called on Mitchell Maisel. Jeff Leftcourt with an open goal.
Perfect, almost perfect, Brendan.
Scores an easy goal, making the score 2-4 Gators. Striker gives the ball to Scott Holmes.
2-minute warning!
2 minutes remain in the first quarter. Scott, he's not on your roster, dude. No, he's not.
I mean, Joe, just let him in. Hold it. Call timeout.
What?
Call timeout. Just start going. Timeout. Wait.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Is it cool just to let him play? I mean, Joe let him in and feel kind of bad not letting him play.
Yeah. I mean, I would, but I've already told so many other captains that they can't pick up new people.
That's true, dude. Sorry. If I would have known about it, I would have let you play. But
Subs are only supposed to be for if you're short on players.
yeah, okay.
Why don't you just switch them to the other team then? They don't have subs.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, when Jeff has to leave, you can play for them if Scott approves it, which I'm sure he will. But it's only supposed to be if you don't have enough people to play. All right.
Scott, would you be all right when Jeff or someone has to leave on the team that Nick plays for them?
Yeah, because you're only supposed to allow new people if the team has not enough people to play, which is going to be the case when somebody has to leave. All right. All right.
Ready? All right, go.
Time is called in.
What time is it? You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes remain in the first quarter. Scott Holmes passes the ball off to Josh Grupa. Josh to Holmes. Defended nicely by Jeff Lefcourt, who is not giving Holmes an opening in this defense. Scott steps in the arc with a violation, no goal. Trevor gives the ball to Jeff Lefcourt, who is trying to make the most of this transition, and the ball is out of bounds on Mitchell Maisel. It's a Fireballs possession. Tosses out to Nick Lepresti in the middle of the court. Gives the ball to his teammate, Trevor Martin, behind him. Call out a minute when it happens. Trevor to left court. And a nice save by Brendan Stryker, who is blowing away his opponents. Scott with the ball, given to him by the goalie Brendan Stryker, dribbling up the field with only a minute remaining in the first quarter. Scott defended nicely by Jeff Lefcourt. No opening is given. Josh Grupa looks to pass, gives the ball to Holmes, but he still can't get around Lefcourt. That's a nice showdown. Grupa with the ball now. Tosses the ball over to Mitchell Maisel. 30 seconds remain in this first quarter. Gives the ball to Scott, who still cannot find a way. Joe Zachrin on the wing takes the shot, and it's outside. No goal is scored. Sophie Lexon tosses to Jeff Lefcourt in the middle of the field. To Trevor Martin on the wing, takes his 3 steps, but shoots it right at the goalie Brendan Stryker, and it's saved. The score remains 2-4. Joe Zachrin gives the ball to his teammate Scott Holmes, who picks it up, and it's in the goal.
3, 2, 1.
And at the end of the first quarter, the score is 5-2 Gators.